it has been confirmed that the Archaeology skill will be released on March 30th. This will also most likely enable free-to-play people to have access to the Digsite quest, which is currently a members. It will also raise the free-to-play skill level cap of 5 to 20 in all of the member skills. To start off the tutorial, you will need to be at the Varrock Digsite, which is just east of the Varrock city, and then go up the stairs. You will see tables covered up. Hopefully on the skill release, these will be little invention tables, and then right behind this table, I am assuming that this is where you will unlock the Archaeology tutorial, granting you 1 to 5 Archaeology in the skill, much like how invention was. It will run down little basics for it. Now, what is Archaeology? It is a mixture of a gathering and a artisan skill. So it's like divination, and then afterwards it's like smithing, how you use those gathered components and you combine it into relics that you may have a chance of finding. Now, a better example would be what I will be currently showing. As of right now, I do not know if you will need a rock pick or a specimen brush. So I'll be going to the Varrock Museum, and then on the south wall there will be tools. I will get the specimen brush and the rock pick, and then I'll go back to the Digsite. For the gathering portion of the skill, I assume there will be little excavations on the 5 given locations, which is at Archaeology, by Araxxor, the wilderness, and the temple of Ikov, along with lastly the Felip Hills. Now let's say you're at one of those given locations and it will have an excavate or interact, and as you are seeing, I am getting random items from doing this, and as with the rock pick. Now the specimen brush, which I am hoping is what the 4000 harmonic dust will be used for. Now let's say you have all of your items that you have been gathering from a set location. You can go back to the Digsite at those invention tables on that second floor, but a good representation is what I'm going to currently do right now. Now, from excavating those little sites, let's say you'll get an uncleaned find, and then you want to use that at a specimen table, which will require you to use the specimen brush and possibly leather gloves, boots, and a trial, which again you are able to get at the Varrock Museum tools. Just go through all of the options. Afterwards, again, use the material on it, and you may need to wear it. I'm not too sure. That is to be found out. And then you'll clean the rock find, and you may get a fossil, a very rare relic, which can be used for skilling. And you may be able to sell these fossils, because they might be able to give you an advantage in the skill by converting it into experience. Now for the 5 given locations, the first one will be at Archaeology. This is after you have fully completed the tutorial, so you will need 5 Archaeology in that said skill. and I am assuming, but from what was given, that it will be south of the Duel Arena and east of Alcriad, along with a special cactus that you are able to cut. Now right here, as I said, there is a weird cactus you are able to cut, but there is currently no way around to it. And again, this is south of the Duel Arena in Alcriad and east of the city. I am assuming that this will, well, past these little rocks is where you'll be able to have access to the level 5 to 20 spot. For the level 21 through 41, this is where the new PvN hub comes into effect. And that is because players, I suggest to do Araxxor until they have their first kill. From the PvM hub, make sure to tune a portal to Araxxor, right click it, and then go to the outside layer. Afterwards enter, and lastly go south. Much like the mining spot, if we continue to go south a long ways, you will notice there is a massive dense forest that you are able to continue to going south. Now after a while of running, you will notice that I am south of Araxxor and I am almost east of the Meiyerditch area, which is the second known location as marked on the minimap. As where I'm at, this will have nearby artifacts that you are able to excavate for the level 21 through 40 archaeology in the skill. The next one, it's located underneath the wilderness volcano. So I'm going to drop everything pretty much. Outbank real quick. And this last one, I'm going to hide my screen just a little bit. And now I will show you where the wilderness should possibly be at. Make your way to the wilderness volcano teleport, and it will give you confirmation. However, I do not know if this will actually be in the wilderness for the new skill or not for the archaeology. Once you're here, you can notice that there is a lot of dungeons going to the wilderness dungeon. I will be going to the fortitude one, which has the revenants. It is known that it is supposed to be underneath the wildy volcano, which is the center of the wilderness. So the only way that I can possibly think of is that by the cursed wisp, there may be an option to climb down something, or you may have to enter the fortitude dungeon, which I just did, and then you will be at this little area. And then probably what I am assuming is that there will be excavations or an additional area within here that is multi or in the wilderness or completely separate. I'm not sure what they have chosen, but I don't think they would make a new skill that it will be just be player versus player, that you can get PK'd while training on that said skill. Now the fourth option, once you are level 61 to 80 in the skill, you will have another new area that will be at the temple of Ikov, and the best way to get there would be to go to the Manor farm or the Arduin lodestone, and then just run north. And again, on the minimap, it is right behind the ranging guild, which is located south of Shears village. And then you can just climb down this ladder. From here, I am assuming that since south is to the quest, the only logical reason would be through this gate, which you may need the boots of lightness for. And then from here, there might be a little ladder somewhere within here that you are able to go deeper into this area, which you are able to excavate for level 61 to 80 in this skill. And then lastly, there is another area that is located at the Felip Hills, which a very good way to get there is through the Uglog teleport, which does require as a first resort quest. And then from here, again, I am assuming that it will go from level 81 to 100. I would like to say it does go to 99, and 100 will be the Anachronia patch 2 that they will be doing. So it can either go to 99 or 100 in the skill itself. Now from the lodestone, continue to go north, and then you may see orgs. That means you are going the correct way. And as of this moment, it is known that this area will be level 81 to 100 in the Felip Hills, but I do not know where exactly. So either they will rework this slightly, or it may be by the gnome glider, which you are able to use the grace of the elves to go to the overgrown idols and then teleport to this option. And then afterwards, let's say that you're here to 100. Once you're 101 to all the way to 120, you will be at the Anachronia. And then I'll just go there just because. Now, this part, it's currently known that it will be the patch 2, which means it will be halfway completed, which means people who are wanting to get 200 mil in the skill, they may have massively reduced rates until they wait for the patch 2, which does have fossils that you are able to excavate somewhere around Anachronia. I'm not sure, since actually Anachronia is a massive area, so it could be different tiers. It could be 101 to 105, and then 105 to 110, and such every 5 levels instead of every 20 levels. Thank you all so much for watching this little information guide on where the archaeology skilling sites should and possibly be, since we do have the 5 given locations along with the tutorial that the player will need to have completed. And as a side note, I do suggest you get 4000 harmonic dust just in case there is an attuned specimen brush or the attuned rock pick, just in case after the skill comes out and you do need the dust, then you already saved yourself a couple hours worth of doing that. Thank you all so much and enjoy the rest of your day.